Four crazy quarterfinal matchups here in the warehouse. This, of course, is Season 2 Ball and Play. Postgame show is presented to you by DraftKings. That is Mel. I am Chris. I asked you the question during the pregame show, how in the world is McFlurry Power going to slow down Del Caribe and that potent offense? I think we've found out how.
They used every possible tactic to try and limit the ability of Lou Dab to do what he does best. Sometimes it might have been, a little bit frantic in the way they did it. They also had the whole crowd on their side, so that helped them as well. But you got to hand it to them. They squeezed. And Dill, Justin Dill, wow. He's batting as well. Catching of Jack Meacher. Man, that was what I don't even know. This day has done it for me. I'm gone. Okay. But I did pick them.
Okay, well, you take a little breather. You certainly did. In the meantime, we can listen to Jack Meacher. He is standing by right now with Kelsey Wingert.
I have Jack and Toby, the co-founders of Cricket District, because now Jack gets to keep the channel. I just want to make sure that you guys are good.
I forgot about that rule. Thanks for reminding me.
No hard feelings?
Nah, not at all. Give you the passwords later. Yeah, all good.
Just a quick shake of hands so we know.
Well played.
Yeah, great stuff. Better team on the day. We didn't show up, First couple of games, we really did. But obviously we were the team to beat, and these guys were electric, batting, bowling, and fielding. Fair play to them. Respect.
Thank you, Toby. Sorry about the YouTube channel. Okay. And Jack, for you guys, he just said it. Y'all are the most potent team in this tournament. I think the favorites for a lot of people. How big was that for you guys to really make McFlurry pride in this place finally flow?
Yeah, it felt really good, to be fair. We spoke from the start saying Lou is a danger man. Everyone knows he hits the ball the hardest. Well, hits one of the hardest in this warehouse. So to get him early was great. And then, we just focused on ourselves batting. We told Dill and came out to bat the whole way through. They did that, fielded well, and that was it, the game plan. I
know Toby's standing right behind us, but did it feel good to beat him?
It felt good, yeah. I really wanted to bowl at you, though. There was 2 balls. I was like, I really fancy this bowling, because we've played a lot recently just messing about, so it would have been good to do it here, but it's good. It's all good.
And moving forward, it seems like there's no lack of confidence. There ever is with McFlurry Power, but did this game and the big plays, the big offense, did that just give y'all the confidence you need to go forward and win this thing?
That's our first win, and how good does that feel? And I don't want to feel like I did yesterday again, so got a full focus now.
Okay, hey, Cricket District forever on 3. 1, 2, 3. Cricket District forever!
This is not the way it was supposed to go for Del Caribe, who's good enough to join us right now from the press room. Joez, you guys were the most potent offense during the regular season. Was it a question of feeling so much pressure in your last at-bat because McFlurry Power had put up so many runs?
No, I don't think it was pressure. I think they played a good game. I think we caught on to their strategy a little bit, in my opinion, too late, where all they wanted to do was get Lou off strike by throwing intentional wides. And I caught on to it, and I said, you know what? We're not going to run on those anymore. We made the adjustment, which is fine. So that's just sometimes the warehouse is just going to warehouse. It's just not going to bounce your way. It is what it is.
And with a move into the semifinals, look who has regained the top spot. McFlurry Power with 15 points, and they're good enough to join us right now from the press room. I suppose, as expected, K-Mac?
Yeah, we said yesterday we weren't really worried. I said it before the game, and I've thought it all along. We've said it. The only team that can beat us in this tournament is ourselves, and we've proven that. And today we started to put it together, and we still got room to grow. We're still putting it together. Just wait. Tomorrow's going to be a whole nother squad, and that to me, I'll tip it to Del Caribe. They're a good squad. That was the finals. The rest of the way, yeah. You can start printing our ball and play banner and the floorball banner too. Go ahead.
Lou, it's actually a compliment because they were trying everything from crazy distraction tactics to, trying to keep you off strike the whole time. I did take it as a compliment. You were the guy they were gunning for. They even had the crowd on their side.
It's a compliment. A little frustrated. I was getting frustrated because I wanted to, so it kind of threw me off my game because once I get frustrated, I get a little too emotional, and I knew what they were doing purposely. I just, I wanted to put on a good show for the people, But like I said, they used the strategy to their strength. They were the better team out there today, and tip my hat off to them.
Justin, I'm curious. You are a professional cricket player, right? And here we are. We've been talking up Lou Dab and Trevor Plouffe as they're the best bats in the warehouse. Is it a little bit of, hey, guys, I do this for a living sort of stuff.
I wouldn't necessarily say this for a living, but definitely when I'm out. I mean, this is quite far from what I do, but yeah, when you get out there, I feel like it's a whole different game. Your head starts getting into it, and then you want to do well for the team. So yeah, it's absolutely love it. Love to be back here, and I'm just trying to strike it as good as possible, hit it as hard as possible, and not trying to overthink it. Yeah.
Oh, Toby, I was saying that because you were down there giving it back to the crowd, so you were drawing on your Barmy Army experience of many years. So I know it wasn't upsetting you, but Jack kind of suggested out on the field there that you were too scared to come in and face him. You're not having that, are you? Because there was some feeling between you two.
There was. No, I'm happy for him. If that's how he wants to win the game, then so be it. As we've alluded to, we play within the spirit of the game, and bowling intentional wides just isn't our thing, right, guys? So,
oh boy!
I'm disappointed that I let the guys down in that last moment. I was stuck at the non-strikers end. I just ran intentionally. That's what we cricketers do when it goes sky high. Particularly when you play village cricket, it's normally dropped, so you get a run. But listen, congrats to the other team. I've forgotten what they're called. I'm proud of Del Caribe. It's been an honour to be a part of this squad, guys. Thank you so much, and thanks to the Warehouse Games.
It's nice to see such humility in the team down there. I know one man who is humble is Jack Meacher, and I just got to say to you, Toby was just in the press room. He has questioned some of your tactics, whether they're in the spirit of the game, and also has claimed a moral victory. Jack, how do you respond to that?
Oh, this isn't cricket, this is ball in play. That's all we got to say to that. And we managed to stop Lou from hitting 1-6 in that first innings, and that was a massive part for us. Like, complete game plan, tried to get in his head, and I'll hold my hands up, and it did work. Got him out twice, so that's all that matters.
Well, we wouldn't be able to be here in this warehouse in this great tournament and bringing you some great press conferences if it weren't for our friends and our sponsors over at DraftKings. DraftKings Sportsbook is here to help you get closer to the action. Wondering what the DraftKings Sportsbook app offers? Well, check out DraftKings Parlays, same game parlays, and SGPXs. Combine multiple bets together from the same game for a shot at even a bigger payout. And if sports betting is still not available in your state, you don't got to worry, because you can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have the shot to win some cash prizes. So get some skin in the game and download the DraftKings app right now. And don't forget to use our promo code WAREHOUSE. That's promo code WAREHOUSE, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
I'll take the wicket of Lou. I'll take the wicket of Lou. That's all that matters.
That's nice. I love your reaction.
I always get that when they're going on about a player that's, oh, he's so good, and you get him out, you got to go for it.
Can we wind up Jack and go tell him now that he's got a demerit point for giving a send-off to Lou? You see him getting Lou's face? Yeah. Just tell him he's got a demerit point. I don't even know what that means.
I really should have caught that. Sorry? I should have caught that.
Same with mine.
It's so bouncy.
Yo, any danger of supporting your friends? I supported you every day, every game. Yeah, cool.
Well, we've seen a ton of exciting games in this tournament this far, but the shock of it, the ending of that game, Team McFlurry Power, who hasn't proven to be dominant in this specific tournament, well, they take down the favorites in Del Caribe. It was the defense that was big for McFlurry Power, getting plenty of wickets, especially against Lou Dab and the offensive MVP. So it's Team McFlurry Power moving on to the semifinals. And like we said, Del Caribe, the favorites, well, they are now eliminated. So what a wild game we saw here to wrap up the quarterfinals. But you guys, now it's time to get ready for the semifinals. Game one. It's going to be hook, line, sinkers taking on Team Woogas. Let's get you up to the booth to break down this matchup even more to Chris and Mel.
And with that, we welcome you to the warehouse. First of two semifinal action. It is the pregame show presented to you by DraftKings Season 2 of Ball in Play. That, of course, is Mel. I am Chris. Kelsey Wingert is downstairs. Listen, this is going to be a ton of fun, but let's start with some injury news for Woogas, their second best batsman throughout the season. Luke O'Brien is going to play in the quarterfinal. He injured his quad. Here's the deal. He's going to strike. He will have an all-time runner, which we saw throughout the game in the quarterfinal win. And then there is a designated fielder. It's going to be Calvin Savage from Forgotten Rotten. He's going to be the wicket keeper all time. He will not be allowed to bowl. He will not be allowed to strike. What does that mean for Team Wugas?
Well, it's tough. I think it's tough when it comes to bowling as well, because they've just got one less option as far as someone out there. But all around, there are players dropping like flies. If anyone doesn't think it's brutal in the warehouse, we got sick players. We've got other ones. They're going to have to think about their strategy very carefully. That puts a bit of pressure on the bowlers, I think.
And obviously, the tough thing for Wugas, they're taking on a team in Hookline that's not only the defending champion, but a team that has never lost in this tournament, right?
Yeah.
Ran all the way, hoisted the banner last season, undefeated this year. That includes a regular season win over Wugas. If you'll remember, Wugas held Hookline to 15 first-inning runs. They're like, we feel great. And then they only put up 9, and they couldn't chase them down from there. They're going to have to get the bats waked.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be hard. I mean, Jaskaran has looked like a man possessed as this tournament has worn on, and he's got a lot of experience in pressure situations. BBD's bowling took a bit of a hit in their last game against We Got Ice, so I don't know if that's shaken his confidence at all. We're going to have to find out.
Time right now to hear from both squads. Kelsey Wingert hanging out with them.
Hook, line, sinkers. It's the semifinals. Are you ready?
Yes, very, very, very ready.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Ooh, taking on Team Wugas. This is a rematch from the semifinals in BB4. This is a team you're very familiar with. Is there anything you can take from previous tournaments and your experience against Wugas that will help you guys today?
I think, like, what's different about our team versus not just the Wugas, but like they are included in it, is that they can be a top heavy versus like I think our team is a little bit more well rounded. So I think neutralizing like their top players and maybe getting some wickets early on against Luke and Jimmy could go far for us.
First, I think the biggest storyline, Luke O'Brien, one of the hottest bats for you guys. What's the update on him? Will we see him at full strength today?
He's not at full strength. He's going to hit. One of us is going to run for him. So we still have Luke's bat, which is big because we need his bat. We like his bat. We need his leadership in our lineup. But, yeah, he's not 100%, but he's going to gut it out for us today.
For Luke, I'll say this. He's got the O'Brien gene. Like last year we saw Jimmy like get glass in his eye and then come back the next day. And he was like, I'm fine, I'm going to play, which was insane to me. So I'd be shocked if Luke doesn't play because he's just got that dog in him. And I want to play him because he's a great player.
Why do you think Sanjay is so familiar with the magic hole?
Dude is just like a legit pitcher. Like, I don't know if you really hone into like some of the arm motions that he has, but like you watch this dude play and we know this going in, but it's like this dude clearly knows what he's doing. So like when he's out there on the mound, I just tell him all the time, like, you're the guy, you know what you're doing, just do your thing. And he does his thing.
Jolly, you have scored the second most runs in the league. How proud are you of yourself?
I'm feeling pretty good. Jimmy sent me the stat lines of me and Trevor Plouffe yesterday. They were identical, so I made an argument that maybe I should just take his spot on Talking Baseball since we profile as the same person. Trevor didn't like that. In fact, he left because of it, so I feel kind of bad now. I'll have to apologize to him at some point.
Hook, line, sinkers. Like we said, defending champ, 7-0 in ball and play. What do you guys have to expose to beat them? Who's playing the trumpet?
Probably Rob. What we got to expose is that they're fraudulent champs.
Explain.
I actually mean this sincerely, like no disrespect, but like you watch them play, and unless you look at the banner, you don't really know they're champions, to be honest with you. They don't look that great. So just going to play them like any other team, you know?
Over the top. It worked. It worked. I remember when you got him out.
No, it was with he was going with the front arm like this. He was
Right?
like aiming, and then he was like,
Send me off, and then he sent
He
you
gave him
off.
a send-off. He gave him a send-off, and you could hear crickets.
I don't remember. Did I give you a send-off?
Yeah, you were like this. You did. You gave him a send-off. And everyone
I got a
went
big wicket, right? So why not?
Yeah.
He's the biggest player. Why not?
Everybody
This
went
guy
quiet.
Joez was cracking up.
All right, here is your SeatGeek playoff bracket. The winner of this game advances to the final and will take on the victor of the matchup between McFlurry Power and Lovias. And remember, this is the second of 4 events in our inaugural Warehouse Cup. Here are the overall standings. McFlurry Power, which won Blitzball Battle 4, is on top with 15 points. Hookline second at 12. Lovias and Woogas checking in at 10, and that means 4 teams sitting there with nothing to show through 2 of the 4 tournaments. All right, it is prediction time, Kelsey Wingert.
You know, this is a tough one, but I think for me, I'm going to go with Team Woogas. I like the addition and the experience of Calvin Savage. Luke O'Brien didn't seem to be affected at the plate with his injury yesterday, and we know what Jimmy Norp can do with the bat as well. Sanjay, what he's done, the 4 magic holes, it's been a pretty decent run for Woogas, even after going 0-2 in the regular season. So I'm calling for the upset today, guys.
Yeah, this is the hardest one for me to pick, I think, out of all the ones. And I've had no idea for most of them. So that says something. Look, my head says hook, line, sinker. Not just because of their record, the way they've played as well, the experience of Jessica and Bat. My heart says Woogas because they're the underdogs. And look, I'm just deciding right now. I sat with Jimmy Norp on the bus on the way here, and he's a sweet guy, so I'm tipping them. That's how it works. It's worked for me a lot this season.
Listen, it's been very interesting to watch in the Warehouse the way that Hookline has become the heel of this tournament. Like, everybody's just throwing darts at them. They want to see them eliminated. Well, the only time they're going to be eliminated is maybe in the final. They will win today's semifinal or tomorrow's semifinal and then have another chance to hoist the banner. But you'll have to tune in and see. And that's really good news for Woogas because I stink at the prediction game as we figure that out. We will see you tomorrow night for the first of our 2 semifinals. For Kelsey and Mel and our amazing John Boy Media production team, I am Chris. Thanks for tuning in to the DraftKings pregame show.